So this is a project that has been on my mind for many years, and I finally caved in and made a little prototype here, which you can try out for yourself. So let's do Warlock. There we go. Add a creature, and we add some cost to him. And we add some stats. Attack and health. Maybe he has a shield. Idea is to do like a trigger and action system, so you as the user can easily select and create like a lot of potential card ideas without having any type of scripting. And in the end, the game should have rules, so you can play against an AI or play against people online and so on. So let's say I want this guy to increase in attack each time he takes damage. Then I can add a trigger for damage received. And then I change my property. And let's say that the property is attack. Let's increase it by 2. And I target myself. And now I have damage received plus a 2 attack to target self. This is a very bare bones prototype, but it's mostly to like explore the idea of can this be done. I've dabbled a bit in card games before. This is my old kind of Hearthstone clone that I made for the Xbox. I did a lot of mistakes with this game, but I think I learned a lot too. I know now, like for example, I need to do some type of queue system so I can stack any effects on top of each other instead of having like almost hard-coded effects like this game had. But I think this is a good starting point to do like a game maker, because the game is pretty simple. There are only like a few effects in the game, but it's still a fully working game. And I've been keep thinking about like what is a loss condition and what is player health and so on. And for example, I would probably do some type of, if you have player health, you do some type of player heart token that will spawn on the map, and then when that is reduced to 0, then the trigger on death, the game loss for the player. So just to make the game as dynamic as possible. It has been a fun challenge to do like the idea of like anything can trigger anything and so on. I remember it being a huge challenge to put all information on one card. So I'm actually thinking about taking inspiration from Star Vaders that I have been trying out. And as you can see, the cards almost have no info on them. They only show the cost and sometimes the upgrades. But if you hover, you have all the info on the top here in the UI instead. And that's allowing a way more dynamic information to be displayed on the cards, so you can basically add any number of effects which you can scroll through on the HUD instead of messing up the cards. That can be pretty simple. So I like that, and I think I'm probably just gonna add like the triggers will become like icons down here. Like on what does the card trigger, it has like an icon for that. But then in game, when you hover the card, you'll get like a big UI display that explains everything in detail instead. This project has some history. I released Board Games Live to Xbox for almost exactly 10 years ago. It sold very badly, but people enjoyed it, and some still fondly talk about it. So, and been on me to do something for PC. There's still a big difference between the games because this was more like a tabletop simulator where the rules have to be kept by the player, and it was way more designed to be like a 3D experience, while the card game will try to keep the rules for you and be more PC oriented with the workshop and all that. So if you want to try the prototype, go to DSS2 demo, which you download here for free, and you go to the betas and you pick the card version here, and you should just be ready to try it out. If it is popular enough, I will go into beta testing, and I will keep updating this version of this beta version here, as long as I don't do like a proper Steam page. But I really want to check out and make sure it's something people actually want to play before I create a Steam page.